This is the Vigero ZX convertible. It is one of the newest muscle cars added into Grand Theft Auto Online that is available for purchase right now at the time of recording. This vehicle is $2.3 million, and as you can tell from its looks, it is exactly the same, at least on paper, as the Vigero ZX. But it does have some differences in not only its top speed and performance, but it also features an HSW upgrade, which is really nice. In today's video, I will be fully customizing this vehicle. I do play on PC, so unfortunately, I cannot do the HSW changes, but when it comes to customization, everything should be exactly the same. So let's see what the car is going for it. Not much, I'm gonna be honest, at least for the front design. I guess we're just gonna do a super race bumper. The back also has very little designs. I guess we'll do a secondary bumper. It'll look better than nothing. Let's do some engine designs. Okay, we got some exhausts. Ooh, I really like that double bronze exhaust. That looks super duper epic. And then we got like kind of the same grille designs that the normal Vigero has, so pretty basic stuff here. I'm gonna do the chrome GT grille. Actually, no, let's go for a secondary. I think my base Vigero has the chrome, so I want to have a little bit of a different design. We got some hood options here, and they're all pretty basic, I'll be honest. Definitely the best option out of the bunch, in my opinion, is the performance hood. It looks very clean. Okay, we got some lights. We're gonna do xenon, baby. And we do have some livery options. We got your basic white stripes on the beginning, then we got some hood stripes, black stripes, a lane racer. I think that one actually looks really cool. We got red hood stripes, grill slats. That one's pretty epic. Katana racer. Not bad, not bad. We got Fukaru. I actually think that looks really cool. Street style. Looks like we just got some white designs all over it. Armed go. This one's kind of cool. It's got like a Chernobyl style design. We got Declassy pace car. Not too bad. We got device. Ooh, I really like this one. I think I'm going to go with the device. Then we got junk racer. We got hardstand vine and hardstand fixer. Yellow arrow gasoline racing. And then arrow gasoline racing. I am definitely going with device. I really like the way the red accents on the front pop out, and also the way device just pops right there. That looks fantastic in my opinion. So yeah, that looks really good. I'm gonna mess around with the colors obviously when we get there, but we got some diffusers. Oh, okay, so we actually can make the back a bit more exciting. It's just a different option. Okay, so we got some big old diffusers we can put there, or you can put some smaller ones. I actually really like the secondary race diffuser there. I think that one looks a lot better, so that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, now we arrive at the respray. Now, I normally don't do lime green, but I really like the way this vehicle looks with lime green as the option. I think it just pairs really well with the overall design. So we got some skirts we can do on this vehicle. These are all pretty basic skirts, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just do secondary super skirts. We got some splitter options on the front, which look pretty cool. Okay, we'll just go with, doesn't really matter. Super splitter gets the job done. Holy, that is a big wing. That is a huge wing. I actually really like the carbon low level wing, but I think that's the same one I have on my other car already. We also got a carbon performance spoiler. That's a big ol' wing. Then we got this kind of like triple one. You know what? Because I think it just looks so goofy, I'm gonna go with the high level wing. I don't know why. It just looks so doofy, I gotta go with it. Let's do a sun strip, then we can lower the suspension to the max, higher out the speed with transmission and turbo, and all we gotta do is finish it off with my classic rims. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my fully upgraded Vigero. I actually think this looks super nice, to be honest. I'm gonna go pull out my other one, and we're gonna see what they look like next to each other. After taking a look at my normal Vigero that I've had for a couple months now, these vehicles are almost identical in terms of customization. In fact, I'm pretty sure all the upgrades that you can put on the convertible are the exact same upgrades that you can put on the base car. I just chose some different options. But as we can see, the front, the grille, even though this one's black, is exactly the same grille as the chrome option I put on my Vigero. We also have the exact same hood as we can see on both of these vehicles. making our way to the back of the cars, we can see that the design of the back is exactly the same as on this vehicle, and the only real difference is the back diffuser. I decided to choose one here that goes over the exhaust, and this one is right after the exhaust. But overall, both cars are basically the same. There's really only one saving grace, which I'm very happy Rockstar brought to the table, which is liveries. There are completely new liveries for the Vigero ZX convertible compared to the base car. And because of that, it makes it look completely different in terms of customization. Just putting on this big ol' spoiler on the back of the car and choosing a livery like this makes it almost unintelligible compared to the original Vigero I have. And because of that, I'm not disappointed at all with this vehicle. Like, sure, the customization's the same, and I guarantee I'm going to read comments complaining about that. But at the end of the day, you don't need to buy this car, and Rockstar didn't need to add it into the game. I mean, sure, they could have added it into a different vehicle, but I just don't really think it's that big of a deal. The car looks great, it has fantastic liveries, and it's very fast, plus it has HSW upgrades, so there's really not much to get mad about. In terms of performance, we can see the HSW Vigero ZX is able to achieve a top speed of 157.5 and a lap time of 102.145. And taking a look at the convertible, it's 102.079 with a top speed of 158. So essentially, these vehicles are almost identical. The HSW base Vigero and convertible are almost just non-important lap time differences, and same for the top speed. They're both incredibly fast, and if you're doing a race with them, it's going to be down to the driver, not the actual top speed or slight differences in handling that the vehicles have. The convertible base top speed without the HSW upgrades is 125, and its lap time is 105.3, and the ZX base is 105.8 with a top speed of 125. But again, I'm pretty sure that this is driver error here because Bruffy is a human, so I'm pretty sure that both of these vehicles have the exact same lap time. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think there's really any differences, but we're still going to put it to the test and see how fast I'm able to complete my personal course with the Vigero. I really want to see how this vehicle compares to the Dominator GT convertible, because these vehicles are very similar on price tag on paper, very similar on top speed, only a 2 mph difference. In my opinion, it's really going to be down to the handling, which is going to make or break these vehicles. And at least overall, I can tell you that the Dominator feels much better on handling. The only real difference between these two vehicles is that this one can get an HSW upgrade, the other one can't, so that is something you should keep in mind. Alright, well, let's roll around this corner here. Oh boy, you can definitely see some slippage there. This vehicle's handling is going to struggle, but not too bad, not too bad. We did hit that pole, but I don't really think that affected our speed at all because we needed to slow down to make that corner as it is. Oh man, yeah, handling on this vehicle is not good. I can tell you that already. It's so slippery. Feels just like the Vigero when I was trying to set a lap time. It just struggles so much with its grip. But we haven't crashed yet, which is actually pretty surprising. I don't know how we didn't crash on that one area. Almost spun out there. Alright, all good, all good. We're on the uphill area. Okay, nice. Alright, wow. This car just sucks. It sucks so much on its handling. I can tell you for a fact that if you're planning on buying one or the other, I would get the Dominator. I mean, this vehicle just cannot handle for the life of it, and it makes it very unenjoyable to drive in a lot of situations. But to be fair, we're very close to the lap that I was setting in the GT. We're at like 120 right now, and this is very similar to what I had in no joke, like in the GT. So we might actually be able to set even a better lap time. It's just not as enjoyable to drive. All right, here we go on the downhill area. All right, slow down a teeny bit. Nice. Okay, as long as you don't give it gas to the corners, you're fine, but it's the moment you give it power is really when it starts to struggle. All right, there you go. Good. Okay. Something I should point out that is a downside of the bigger spoiler is that it does have a hitbox, and that bigger spoiler can get caught on vehicles when trying to squeeze through traffic, which is obviously not necessarily good. All right, we're at 2 minutes on the clock right now, and all we have left is about a 1 mile drive to our destination. So it'll be interesting to see how this vehicle does. Top speed wise, it is faster, 125 instead of 123. And while that may not sound like a big difference, if we're driving at our top speed for, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, that might actually change a little bit. So we're at 225 right now, and slowing down a little bit. I'm actually glad we hit that sign, because that helped us apply our brakes. Oh god, okay, and okay, yeah, this vehicle's definitely slower. We finished with a 236 right there, and we probably could have done it a little bit better if I had, you know, given it a couple more attempts, but still, it's just not as good as the GT. The GT I finished with about a 232, and I could have brought it down to about a 230 if I did better. So, in terms of handling, I would definitely say that this is worse. I like the look of the Vigero better. I'm a huge fan of Camaros. I'm a huge fan of Mustangs as well. But I just think that this vehicle looks better. I like the spoiler options. I like the customization this vehicle has. And yeah, so personally, I like this car better in looks. But if I was told I could only have one of these two vehicles, I would personally pick the Dominator, because it just handles 10 times better, and because of that, it's more enjoyable to drive. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Vigero ZX convertible. Do you like the vehicle? Are you disappointed? I think it's pretty cool. I especially like how the animation pops up there for the hood. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.